Hey guys, it's Mel from Fortin, and I'm back here with the Fortin Grind. So if you guys are looking for a straightforward demo and some tone comparisons on how the grind sounds on an amp, check out this video over here. But if you're looking for a way to dial this thing in that goes in depth, you came to the right place. Keep watching. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the EQ curve of the grind, as well as giving you a comparison with the grind on and off. I'll also be demonstrating what it's like dialing in a low-tuned guitar to an amp without the grind, and then dialing in that same low-tuned guitar with the grind, showing you the difference. I'll also be going over and demonstrating drop C and drop D guitar tones with the grind, as well as giving you some of the advantages I've noticed while using the grind. Alright, so let's get into it. As I said in my previous video, the grind is a booster pedal that specifically high passes the low end and adds a good bit of high end coming into your amp. When I was doing the last video, I noticed a couple things about the low end in my tone and the clarity of my playing, and they were pretty drastic. You'll notice when I'm about to play, when I turn the grind on and off, my articulation is heavily emphasized and the clarity in the low end becomes a lot less muddy. So at first I thought I could achieve a tone like this by rolling off the low end to clean up that mud, but the issue with the clarity occurs from the extra low end from a low-tuned guitar pushing distortion into the amp in ways that don't benefit my tone. And when I raised the high end, I gave myself more fizz rather than clarity. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm going to try to dial in my tone on the Mesa without using the grind. My guitar right now is on drop G, so as I said earlier, I feel like I'm going to get that unwanted mud in my tone just because there's so much low end coming from the guitar into the amp. So right now, that's about the way I like it. I feel like it sounds solid, but it doesn't have a ton of pick attack and a ton of clarity that I feel like I could get when I usually use the grind. So right now, I'm going to turn the grind on and just see what it sounds like with the grind activated with my old settings. So right now I like that a lot, but I definitely felt like I lost a ton of body in the tone just because of that high pass that the grind adds to the guitar. So what I'm going to try to do right now is bring back that low end that I lost from the grind being activated and balance out my gain just because I boosted my gain quite a bit pushing through the Mesa. I noticed that the low end from the guitar is a bit more balanced out, and definitely you could notice as I was dialing in previously that I was able to bring the bass to about 3 o'clock. And before, when I tried to dial it in, trying to compensate from that mud, it was at about 9 o'clock. I also was able to bring back my treble quite a bit just because of that high end that I was getting. You can hear that pick attack right now. And then with it off, it feels like the guitar is a lot less percussive. So I feel like a lot of clarity in my tone is definitely more articulated with the grind on. And I can dial back the treble just because I'm getting a good bit of treble coming in from the grind. I also was able to dial back the gain from the amp just because I'm able to push harder into my tubes with the grind. So the grind also works well on drop C and drop D guitars, but you can't just plug the amp into your settings and then hit the pedal and expect everything to sound huge. You have to play with the low end and the resonance of your amp in order to bring back that tone. So here's a final example of me dialing in a drop D guitar tone and getting back that low end. So another thing that you'll notice when you use the grind is that when you have low end chorded notes like this, or anything working around this end or this range of the guitar, like those riffs sound a lot more clear compared to when the grind is off. Another thing that I noticed with the pedal is that it really articulates tapping clarity as well, just because it makes the guitar coming in a lot more percussive. You'll notice here. And if I tried to do that by getting the gain back and dialing up my gain, I don't feel like I'd get that same clarity with my tapping. It still sounds kind of muffled. I know it's on the neck pickup, but it still sounds a little bit muffled compared to using the grind, giving me back that attack at around that 1 to 2K and above area. Alright, so let's recap. The grind is a fixed EQ with a high pass and a brightness boost. And note that that brightness boost And that high pass will clean up the low end mud and give you more percussive playing, especially for low end guitars. Also, take note that that might thin out the guitar if you're in a higher tuning like drop C or drop D. Just remember to turn up the low end of your amp to compensate for that. Alright, so I hope these breakdowns and these tips helped you get a better idea of how the grind works and how you can use it in your guitar chain to tighten up your sound. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and let me know in the comments below what amp you're using the grind on or what your favorite guitar is to use with the grind. Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next one. And no, Dad, I'm not going to bed.